Welcome back to 5 Minutes of X, where 5 is more of a guideline. I'm reading every mutant comic Marvel ever made month by month, and this week, new arc, new outfit, and a glass tube. All right, it's September 16th, 1969. We are rocketing through 1969. Today, we have the X-Men number 62, which continues the artist team-up of Neal Adams on pictures and Roy Thomas on words. We open up with another splash close-up of Sauron and Angel going at it. More pages of art with these crazy Dutch angles as Angel is falling. We cut to the past, and the art style here is just striking, just showing us it's the past. It's like the inner lines of the art are not drawn and they're like watercolored, but they're not. It's easier just to just look at it than for me to explain it. This is just really neat. Anyway, after Angel comes to from being in the thrall of Sauron in the last issue, he races to the lab. Then the apartment where that chick lived, the chick's dad was there freaking out because this guy just took his daughter. Angel does the detective work and goes to Tierra del Fuego on his own. So it's like everything converging here at this cabin in Tierra del Fuego. We get caught up to now when he meets up with the chick who says the X-Men are searching up top, and that's when Sauron attacks. So Angel does lose this battle, and the falling is him heading straight to the ground below Earth's surface in the Savage Land. Angel is dead on the ground when this amphibian-looking thing with this metal backpack and these brain probes on his melon, he calls to his master, who looks like a human, but he's not really described at this point. We cut to the X-Men fighting some Tyrannosaurus looking lizard. He's a little small, but that's kind of what he looks like, before they jump into a Ka-Zar epic. We bump into Ka-Zar here. They argue and tussle a little bit, but Ka-Zar thinks that the X-Men are with some other mutants that he's tracking. He knows that they are evil. The other mutants, not our mutants, the other mutants. Ka-Zar picks a fight with these dudes, and they rock him big time. The X-Men jump in to help their old friend Ka-Zar, and we get a big foot instead of a big fist. you know, I love those just weird extremity pictures. All right, so we cut to the human dude using a cryo thing on Angel. It's in a glass tube, so you know my hackles got raised. Not only does this thing save Angel's life, it also changes his clothes. A much better outfit for sure, but it's just kind of weird, like, where'd that outfit come from? It's also established that the mutants Ka-Zar are saying are evil work for this human dude, and there are a bunch of them. Angel agrees to help get these two groups back on friendly terms, or even support the human guy since he saved his life. It's kind of a weird turn. Maybe not written the best way here, but whatever. So just saying that he would try to talk it out with everyone would have probably been a better choice here, but it is what it is. We cut to the X-Men and Ka-Zar. He wants them to leave just like last time, but before things can go too far, they hear a flute being played. It's very Gollum looking art here, and considering we just had a character name themselves Sauron, me thinks someone in the Marvel bullpen was reading a little Fellowship in the spring of 69. The X-Men are ambushed by a long-necked lizard, and Ka-Zar straight up murders the Gollum flautist. That panel's brutal, dude. Cutting back to the Angel, we are introduced to all of these new mutants. There's Gaza, Amphibius, Barbarus, Lupo, Brainchild, and Piper, who is not on panel. They just mention her. We'll see her later. They all look like they were cast in an 80s horror movie, which, if you think about it, is kind of a compliment. It makes them way ahead of their time. It's 1969. This is just how horror movie people looked in the 80s. So Angel flies off to meet up with the X-Men to warn them that he's befriended these mutants, and after he leaves, the human dude who saved him starts speaking to Amphibius, and he wants to be the master of the planet, and he is Magneto. So I tried not to spoil this twist. Adam's art actually keeps it from being spoiled because he draws Mags McBag so well. The issue being good or bad kind of hangs on knowing before that last page whether or not it is Magneto. It's an okay issue story-wise. The art continues to be a 10 out of 10 for sure, though it's doing quite a bit of heavy lifting here. So here we are in another Magneto arc. I just hope he's, the cool Magneto that we're going to learn about later. All right, so you've earned your X Gene for the day. Find character breakdowns, reading orders, and other projects at Jordy.com. New episodes every Wednesday at noon and Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Let's see if Magneto can make the turn from mustache twirler to what we know he becomes in this arc. I have my doubts.